Hello and welcome. My name is Paul Cleary, Senior Ecosystem Architect at Venafi, and I'll shortly demonstrate how you can start requesting enterprise trusted certificates in just a few minutes. I'm going to use HashiCorp's Vault paired with Venafi's TLS Protect, which when combined offers a sophisticated solution for managing machine identities crucial for modern enterprises. Venafi is proud to have our PKI secrets engine be the first external plugin available for HCP Vault. And it's even more exciting because this is a true service-to-service integration, meaning I can begin issuing trusted certificates with Vault that conform to enterprise issuance policy set by security teams. Better yet, developers already using Vault for certificate issuance don't have to change their existing process. And InfoSec gets the governance and visibility they need to ensure all machine identities throughout their infrastructure are known, trusted by the enterprise, and kept secure. By automating as much of the certificate lifecycle as possible, it reduces the workload on operations and security teams and can help both those teams work better together for improved organizational security. And with that, let's dive in and start the timer. All right, so I've got Vault set up already. I created this cluster about 20 minutes ago just to have it ready. I'm going to now configure the public URL inside my local terminal so that I can interact with Vault like I normally would. I will save the Vault token as an environment variable so that I can authenticate successfully. I've already done a bit of setup on the Venafi side as well, just to create the account, things like that typically take a bit of time. I'm able to do a Vault status just to see that we can connect to the Vault. At this point, I'm ready to add the Venafi integration from the integrations tab. You can see it's really the only one listed, so that's pretty cool. Once it has been added, really the only thing that I've got to do is enable it in my Vault cluster now. So I've done that. And at this point, I can start the Venafi side of things. And so really the first thing that we need is a CA setup. I've got that already using a DigiCert test account. I will create an issuing template, and this controls what metadata on that subject of the certificate is allowed through this policy. So for now, I'm just going to kind of leave it fairly open, just accepting most of the default settings in Venafi. The setting I just changed there is for having Venafi generate the private key or allowing Vault to generate the private key. In my example, Vault will be doing the private key generation, so the private key stays client side. It's a bit more secure. Here I'm going to add an application, and applications act as containers for batches of certificates or servers that all are for the purpose of protecting this application. So here I'm configuring it with the issuing template that I just created a minute ago. And at this point, the cool thing about Venafi is we have this tab called DevOps Tools. And so we can grab the exact command for the Vault plugin from our instance. And you can see my API key is exposed here. This will all be rotated by the time this video is published, so no worries about that. But it is pretty cool that you can just copy and paste the command into the terminal and it is ready to go. And so at this point, we are ready to issue our certificate. And this process is going to take probably 5 or 6 seconds or so. It'll do the round trip from Venafi to DigiCert and back to my terminal. Ideally, this is going to happen right before the 3-minute mark. Perfect. And so we've got our certificate in less than 3 minutes. Let's just take a quick look at the Venafi inventory. This is what your InfoSec team would see. We now have that certificate. We know Vault issued it. We know which team it belongs to. And we have the full governance and visibility and policy control that we need to ensure the security of our organization. Thanks for watching.